Everything's. Oh, these are the bonus podcast minutes. So, welcome to this week's Whole Wheat Costa. Sober February is over. Tonight we're drinking some leftover beers because I forgot to go to the beer store and get it.
Are these Oktoberfest leftover from the old studio?
No, they're new
Okay.
Oktoberfest. But the American Beauty, the Dogfish Head's leftover. It's the last one, I think. And then we have Kev for Christmas got me this handy dandy adjustable wrench beer opener.
Yeah, it's not adjustable, but it looks like an adjustable wrench.
Yeah, it looks like an adjustable wrench. I think that's the idea. No more arguments about I changed the sleep timer on the computer, so it'll record the entire time.
Nice.
So we're good.
Yeah, I assumed you were too bougie to drink the Oktoberfest.
No,
Yeah.
I
There's
just
bougie beers.
no, it's just craft. It's called craft beer.
That's
And I like trying different beers. That's what it is.
That's probably my fault.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can't hear it, but our headphone just went out a little bit. I tried to adjust my microphone, and now we're. Oh no. It sounds like I'm in a. Oh no.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah. I don't know. Hang on. Can you hear yours?
Yeah.
Alright, sorry. No.
Oh, hold on. What did you do? All right, keep going. Keep talking.
Okay. Sorry for everyone listening for that boring, 30 seconds of nothingness.
Yeah.
Did we have the 5 questions this week?
No, we're doing something else this week.
Oh, okay.
We're just gonna talk like normal.
What are we doing?
Don't worry about it.
All
Let's
right.
keep going. Did you notice something in the driveway?
No.
There's a 1961
Oh, yeah.
Econoline pickup.
Yeah, I didn't notice it, but I do remember talking about it now last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could ever get here earlier, probably would.
Yeah.
But it's real dark and cold out now.
Yeah.
I'm wearing shorts. I know you clean
Yeah.
pants.
I can see your balls, kinda.
Yeah, really? Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying for.
So there's 1961 Econoline truck out there.
Nice.
The Street Six. So
How'd you get it here?
my buddy Dan towed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So towed. So I
The
bought.
fireman guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got pictures of that.
That's pretty cool.
So I'm gonna
Should have posted them on the.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
right.
do I'm gonna do like a whole journal with it, like save my receipts of shit I bought, and just keep doing it. So right now the truck doesn't look like it has anything on it, but the guy who was starting it before died.
Okay.
So his friend got it, and boxes upon boxes of parts.
Yeah.
I have $1,461 worth of parts,
Wow.
brand new parts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I don't actually.
That cost more than the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the truck costs $900.
Okay.
So the only thing I have to buy right now is just a battery.
Yeah.
Like everything I need is in the spare room
That's
to
awesome.
like fix it all up. I mean,
Pretty cool. So you basically bought like a giant Lego set.
yeah, pretty much. So there's 2 things that I actually have to spend like a bunch of money on.
Yeah.
One is all the patch panels for all the rust and everything.
Yeah.
So I got to grind all that out and have someone come here and weld all the patch panels in.
Mhm.
There's only one bad area. It's on the door frame. It's kind of falling through, but I
Yeah.
can just weld that in.
Okay.
And then the other one is paint. I don't know if I should paint it myself. I was told painting yourself, or
I think it's hard.
yeah.
That's hard.
But I could just pay people to paint. But other than that, like I have to get.
Mhm.
So like I have to write a list of things I want to do in which order I want to do them. So like the first this week I'm gonna write a list of what I want to do, like because I'm overwhelmed. Like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do this. So I think like the first thing I have to do is drop the gas tank, and then like in the same day I drop the gas tank, like I have to pour a little bit of automatic transmission fluid down each one of the cylinders and try to turn it by hand
Okay.
and let that sit in there for like a week or two, and then clean up the rest of the truck. So there's like a whole list of shit that I have to do to like even get it ready to start prepping to get the patch panels welded.
Yeah.
Then I have to get it started, and once I get it, well, first is get it started, make sure it runs, and then do all the rewiring, and then patch panels, and then once I get the actual interior cab all sealed up. Oh, it needs all brand new seals, like glass seals, door seals.
Yeah.
It's in one of the boxes. I have all the seals.
So now you work full time and go to school. So
Right.
so it's not like you have a lot of free time.
Right.
But as someone with kids, it sounds like about a 3,000 year project.
Yeah, it's going to be like a 10-year project for me. Yeah, so I figure I work on it 1 or 2 hours every Sunday
Yeah.
for the next 28 years.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I mean, like,
So
I have to write a list, so I'm pretty excited
Well,
about
I feel like
that.
100 hours a year, right? You
Yeah.
work on it. So
Yeah.
I feel like really the whole time you're talking there, probably what our audio listeners are wondering is if they can see my balls too, if they came to video, but you can't.
You can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, it stops at his belly.
It's way down. Yeah, it's way down.
Yeah. So not that I want to look at another man's balls, but it was like a big clump of rubber bands.
I actually, so I had a really weird sensation earlier because the underwear I'm wearing are like super old and they're like worn out. And I guess like when I tied my scrub pants earlier, it like caught the underwear, so it was fine all day. And then I went to IKEA for dinner actually, which I hadn't been in a while. And like when I retied my scrub pants, I guess I didn't catch the band of underwear, so the underwear fell down. So the underwear like under my butt, which I feel like sometimes I feel like I've heard women with like really old underwear on say that before. I've never heard it happen to a guy before. It's a really weird sensation because it feels like your pants are falling down, but they're not.
Do you have chub rub?
Sometimes, not usually.
I have
sometimes.
chub rub, so the underwear,
Yeah.
my underwear where my thighs meet, right below my balls, or
Yeah.
right above my balls, always wears a hole in it.
Yeah.
So I have to throw out at least one pair of underwear a week. But I've been trying out, have you ever heard of MeUndies?
Yeah.
They're about, I think they're $15 a pair of underwear.
Okay.
So I bought the subscription, so every month
Mhm.
I get a new pair of underwear.
But you got a sponsorship deal from me.
Yeah. Well, we need like 20,000
Yeah.
downloads a month.
That's only what, like 1,000 times more.
1982.
It's like 1,000 times more.
Oh no, a month. It's a month.
Yeah. Well,
So
yeah.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
probably 19,000 more. But anyway.
Yeah.
So, so I've been wearing those, and I like Rachel does laundry like every other day. So like I try
sounds
to.
great.
So like I wear them like probably 2 or 3 times. So I'm seeing if they rub.
Mhm.
They seem to be pretty good so far. But if not, I might actually just spend the $150 for 10 pair of underwear.
Yeah.
Because when I wear them, they have like the way it's sewed.
Mm.
They have like a little sack for your balls,
Okay.
but there's no fly on it. So it's like that, that fly that hits the tip of your penis.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to run or work out,
Yeah.
there's none of that.
Okay.
And then they go down to like probably 3/4 of your thigh
Mm.
for the boxer briefs.
Yeah, that's what I'm
'Cause I have
saying,
that-
yeah.
So it's like it holds everything in,
Mm.
but it's not super tight.
Yeah.
Like your privates
Yeah.
are loose, but the legs, it holds everything in. So
Yeah,
it's like
I get a little tight down there too.
so I
See, the underwear I'm wearing aren't. That's why you can see my balls right now.
yeah. So it doesn't hold everything back, but it does hold everything. So like when I run
Mm.
in the MeUndies,
Yeah.
I don't get like road rash
That's nice.
like on my
Nice.
so
Yeah.
and they look good too. They look good on you, and they have different designs.
Yeah, I don't get that all the time, so I don't know. I don't get it often now. I guess I used to get it more. Not that. I mean, I weigh pretty heavy right now. So, I mean, I guess it's more muscle than fat than it used to. There's still certainly a good amount of fat. So, so I'm surprised I don't get it more. But yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about. I used to have more like cotton on boxer briefs, and like they would wear through there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, these haven't worn through. The one pair I probably worn 15, 20 times so far,
Right.
like no less, and they've not worn through. Like they don't feel any thinner or anything.
That's what I was trying to think of. The one weird great feeling, and I've really become like a Robert Frank disciple, and I very rarely do leg exercises. It's been at least a month.
I do leg exercises like once a week.
That's what I want to do, but I just can never bring myself to do it.
Well, I mean, like I don't have a leg day, but like I will do like 3 or 4 leg exercises, and probably every other workout, like I do at least 1 or 2.
Well, that's what I keep thinking. Like I can just do one at the end, but then I'm like, And then plus, I guess like goes so late. Like there's sometimes I'll like look at the clock, like which that's the only disadvantage like of going the time that I go is like sometimes I will look at the clock and I'll be like, so like tonight I'm going to go, I'm going to do a couple ab exercises, then I'm going to bench press for like 40 minutes, and then I'm going to look at the clock and it's going to be like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm going to be like, well, I kind of want to do more stuff, but like I want to go to sleep, and I'm going to go home, and like so it kind of cuts me short a little bit.
Do you guys have the leg press, the one where like you lay on your back, like this is your head?
Yeah.
This is your head, and then you push
You push the legs up with the weights on the side. Yeah.
Just do that. Do like 3 sets 15, 3
Could.
sets of 12.
I've actually never done that. I've done the other one where you push yourself back.
Nah.
But that's like, that doesn't really.
Do the one where you push the weight back.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to try it.
Yeah, I feel like that. So what I do is like I'll do that, and then I walk my feet down, and I like almost fully extend my legs, and I just do the calves.
Yeah.
So you can do like 2 sets of 12, but like you do your leg press, and then you do your calf press.
Yeah.
And then you do that again.
Yeah.
And like I feel like awesome after doing that.
It's a good idea. Yeah, because I really think, well, I was saying before the podcast, I feel like I'm real old, and I think it was all the snowball. I like did somehow hurt my knee like a couple weeks ago, and then and I'm pretty convinced because I don't do any leg exercises. So now, like, there's enough disparity between upper and lower body. I'm pretty convinced I hurt my knee lifting up the dumbbells to bench press. So then the next day, or a couple days later, when I went to bench press again, I was like lifting the weights weird. So I think I hurt my back, like pulling them up, because I wasn't using my legs at all probably. And now my shoulder hurts. And now like when I wake up in the morning, like I'm like my shoulder hurts. So I'm laying weird, and now my hip hurts. I feel like I'm like 50. I feel like I'm 20 years older than my stated age, and it's really annoying. Well, so I think it's time to maybe do some leg exercises.
Well, I mean, have you? Like last week when you completely dismissed stretching like a true Robert Frank disciple.
Oh, yeah, I haven't stretched.
Yeah, have you stretched at all? Okay, because that would help a lot.
Probably would help.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm just trying to be juicy and tan and stuff.
Yeah, you're not.
So, nah.
Your nutrition's nowhere near as good for that.
No. If I feel like if I ate well, I'd look pretty good at this point though.
Yeah, but you don't.
Because
what did you eat tonight?
So I ate oatmeal for breakfast. It was oatmeal and Greek yogurt. And then at lunchtime, I ate like leftovers from yesterday. So it was like Chinese food and like half a sandwich. So that wasn't great. And then dinner I ate at IKEA. So I mean that's not bad.
Yeah.
It was like 500 calories.
Yeah. I ate a cheesesteak for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
But I made it here.
Yeah.
Like real steak.
It's a little better.
It's been bugging me a lot. Like all these places, they have cheesesteaks and they're like, it's like dry meat, but it's that like flaky meat that they buy, like they form and press and everything. Where like a couple of places like Tone and Luke's, Campos, Oregon Steak, like they use real steak.
Yeah, all the real cheesesteak places they use real steak.
Yeah, and I think it's much better. So I use like the real steak. I bought it at a market. It was like way too expensive, but whatever. It's I think it was like $4 a person. So for like a half a pound each, like roughly a pound of meat for like $8. So, but we got some little Aldi rolls and some cheese, and it was
Aldi.
Yeah, it was the same. It was the best cheesesteak, like making it here with the real steak, and like an okay roll that I've had in a long time.
Yeah, no, that's the store in the corner for me is like pretty good. Like you can get pretty good steak there, and same thing.
Yeah, at this point, like I won't eat a cheesesteak unless it has real steak.
Yeah.
Like that cut up like processed meat, like it's just flavorless. There's no grease. It's like they took all the fat out of it.
Yeah. But yeah, was I talking about this last week? I saw this one celebrity who like had this big this like 6-month weight loss transformation on YouTube. Was I talking about that at all?
No.
So it kind of.
By the way, real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, not now because but Sunday morning, I was officially down 10 pounds since the beginning of the year, which
nice.
I feel pretty good
Pretty
about.
Awesome. Yeah, I think I'm up like a couple pounds, but it was this. I honestly don't know who he was. He was like this Indian actor. So I mean, maybe some of y'all know who he is, but I missed the first part of the video where they talked about that, but essentially he had this transformation on YouTube, and he was like super jacked at the end of it. And his thing was, that for 6 months he he had a personal trainer and he worked out all the time. And he had his perfect diet and the difference. And then, but then the video he's talking about, he's talking about and I was so had so much extra fat to begin with and stuff. And I'm looking at him like, I look kind of like I do now. His arms were decently big, and he you could tell he had some muscle, but he wasn't very lean or whatever. And then that's what the guy said. The guy was like, oh, well, I mean, I did, I lifted weights for 2 or 3 years. For the 6 month transformation was kind of bullshit. He lifted weights for 2 or 3 years first, built a lot of muscle, and then over those 6 months, leaned down basically and got definition. So I'm only 6 months away of not working with a personal trainer and a perfect diet,
right?
But looking awesome. So.
Well, the guy, so right now, with the guy I train with on Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
He does a weight loss challenge twice a year. So
yeah.
I'm in 10th.
Okay.
Which isn't terrible, but
how many people?
23.
Okay.
So but
you're above average.
Yeah, I was doing pretty well, and then some guy lost 5% of his 5.8% of his body fat. He went from 3% to 5%. And I was like, how do you do that? He's like, oh, he lost 8 pounds in 1 week. And I go, that's not healthy.
Yeah.
That's that's 6 pounds of water weight.
Yeah.
6 or 7 pounds of water weight. He could do whatever he wants to win this. But that 8 pounds is gonna come back.
Yeah. Well, that's what a couple years ago, Kelly's friend did a weight loss challenge, which was bullshit because I clearly won and we tied, which is bullshit. But yeah, I mean, when I entered into it, I 100% knew I was going to win because, I mean, I can just, not eat much and, lose weight. I just use
Was it percent? Was it percent?
Well, that's the thing.
Weight lost, or was it, actual pounds weight loss?
However they went by, I felt cheated.
Oh, okay. It should always be body weight percentage.
Yeah.
Because, if you're doing a weight loss challenge with a guy that's 300 pounds,
yeah,
he can lose 30 pounds in, a month.
Yeah.
Just eating a normal, maybe not 30, but the more fat you have on, you can just lose 20 pounds, but it could only be 2% of his weight.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean I can do that. I've done it before. I just ate. I just don't want to do it. I just like food. I don't know. I'm not. I haven't gotten to that point where I'm motivated.
So how much weight did you lose to tie?
I mean, it was only over the course of over a couple weeks span. I think I lost 5 pounds over the 2 weeks or something.
Oh, 2 weeks? Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
2 weeks I could lose 15 pounds.
Yeah. But
hit the sauna every day. Just drink water and vitamins.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I wasn't doing it hardcore, but I definitely ate less. I did cardio, to get off the water weight bullshit and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I just haven't gotten that motivation. At this point, I like going to the gym and getting stronger, but nothing's clicked for me yet where I have that motivation. I want to look really lean and where I've started to eat better. I don't know what's gonna flip that for me because obviously it took something to flip the switch to make the gym part of my regular routine to get stronger.
It was me.
Yeah, it definitely was. Actually, it was definitely you and Robert Frank.
Because when we first started the podcast, I think I talked you into it. You're like, oh, I like going with Kelly, and then I was like, you should just go back.
Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, because I'd gone for a while and then stopped for a while. But yeah, so in my head, I'm really motivated to get stronger.
Getting stronger is awesome.
Yeah.
Did I talk to you about the movie we went to go see called Arctic about how the guy could have saved his whole trip if he just did deadlifts?
No.
So we went to go see this. I like Mads Mikkelsen. He's an actor. You've seen him before. I know you have because in a couple bigger movies Casino Royale.
Yeah.
He's in the last Star Wars movie as he was in the Rogue One. He was the dad engineer, but whatever.
I slept through most of the Rogue One.
Yeah, he's in a lot of movies that not big name movies,
Mm.
but he's a great actor. So I went to go see this movie called Arctic.
Mm.
So we go see Arctic, and this helicopter comes to rescue him,
Yeah.
but then that crashes. So he rescues the girl, but the guy died.
Mm.
So he tries to get up this mountain pass, right?
Mm.
And he like climbs over it, and he's like, oh, should I leave her there? And he's like, nah. So he's trying to pull her up, and her sled keeps going down. He pulls her up, sled comes down. And I lean over and I go, right, that's why you do deadlifts. I was like, I'd have her up, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's I said the other day we were talking about like what we do around the house, and I was like, and I was basically like, well, I mean, I have to go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week in case we need to lift up something heavy. Like, who else is gonna do it?
Yeah.
You guys, you jerks aren't gonna do it. I told you last week about Sam holding me in his hand, right? I tell you about that.
Yeah.
How big he's gonna get? Yeah. Yeah, he said again.
Oh, not on air. You should tell that story.
Oh, yeah. So
you called me, but I was
that's what it was.
At 8:45 at night.
Yeah, that's what it was. So my mom said something to Sam about him getting taller, and then Sam turns to me and he goes, "Dad, I'm gonna be bigger than you. I'm just gonna hold you in my hand." So he wants to be huge apparently, which I could definitely see. I mean, there's a lot of tall people and like in both of our families. Like neither me nor my ex-wife are that tall, but there's a lot of tall people around.
Like your dad's no shrimp.
Yeah. So I can definitely see him being like 6 foot. It really wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he's already like pretty tall for his age. But then and then I said to him too that he's gonna be bigger. He's gonna be bigger in the alley next year. And then he was like, yeah. And then the next year I'll be bigger than Hayden. And then the next year I'll be bigger than Brittany. So that's really his goal. Like, just be able to push Brittany around.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, which Brittany?
My Brittany.
Oh, cool Brittany.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which I called her to tell her, and she didn't answer. So I called the other Brittany, but then I said about how I called the other Brittany first, and she was like, "Oh no, I don't want to hear. This is bullshit. I'm not being the second Brittany." And I was like ready to hang up me. I was like, "No, wait, let me just tell you the story."
Yeah. She's second Brittany.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and then I don't know. Yeah, she ended up staying over part of the weekend again at our house, which I always think's funny because Sam's like so weird about her. Like he has a blue from Jurassic World that's like it's the same size as him, and he didn't want her to touch it, so he just carried around this same size as him stuffed animal like all Friday night, so she couldn't touch it. Just dragged it everywhere he went.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. But and then it was funny cause, so we watched the original Jurassic Park. We were on Dinosaur Weekend. So we watched the original Jurassic Park Friday night because he wanted to watch Jurassic World with Blue in it. But then like he was just playing, and I didn't really even think we were gonna like sit down and watch a movie yet. Allie actually slept out Friday night, so it was just me, Kelly, Brittany, and Sam. And Sam was just playing, so I was like, "Oh, Sam, I want to put on Jurassic Park." And he was like, "Oh, it's Jurassic World." I was like, "No, Jurassic Park. It's the old one." He's like, "Oh, okay." So then, like, I put it on, and then, like, the first, it's an awesome movie. So even the first scene draws you right in.
Yeah, the worker getting eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the first scene starts, and he's like sitting on the couch watching. He's like done playing. So like we're watching it, and then we get to about like halfway through, and then he falls asleep. And usually once he falls asleep, like he's done. He doesn't wake back up until like 9-10 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I carry him upstairs like halfway through the movie, and I put him in his bed, and then I go to walk out, and he's like, "Dad, where are you going?" I was like, "I'm just going downstairs. You're going to sleep." And he's like, "Nah, Dad, stay up here." And I was like, "Okay." So I lay down in bed with him, and then like 10 seconds later, he climbs over me. He's like, "Now I'm going back downstairs. See you later." And like runs back downstairs and finish watching the movie. But it was funny because he's like sound asleep. He's like, "Dad, I'm going back downstairs."
Did he fall back asleep after that?
So he ended up watching the movie. When he went back downstairs, he was laying on Kelly on the couch, and like looked like he was like half asleep. And then the scene at the end where they're in the visitor center and they're cornered by the raptors, and the T-Rex comes out, then jumps and whoa, and then he was like wide awake again.
Just watch your hands again.
So I didn't hit the wire though.
No, I meant like it's smashing your thighs. It like picks it up every single
okay.
time. Yeah.
That's all the Italian that's been rubbed off on me.
Yeah. So You remember your stories about spending like $1 billion for like a few months?
Yeah.
Well, I pulled a Kev,
Oh no.
or I pulled a Kevin Kelly.
Yeah.
I mean, I saved up for it, so I had the money.
Yeah.
But I spent, well, not yet, but like I'm working on it. I spent like $2,200 this weekend.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But it was on one specific thing.
Two specific.
That's
things.
going to be a large project.
Two specific.
What was the other thing?
So I bought a truck for $900, and I
Yeah.
paid my friend to tow it, and I bought some tools to like grind it out and
Yeah.
everything, like in some.
It's really one thing.
So that cost like $1,200. So I got like one more thing I got to buy for it, like two more things: battery and some rust
Yeah.
stuff for the panels. But
Mm.
so that cost like $1,200. Then like another $100 once this check comes up.
Yeah.
Then we bought tickets.
To what?
Colorado for like 3 days.
Oh, that's cool.
The tickets weren't expensive. The
Yeah.
actual concert tickets were more expensive than the plane tickets
Well,
because
how-
like my morning jacket,
Okay.
it's at Red Rocks, so we bought those, and that was like I wanted to go in December when the tickets were released, but they sold out, so I had to buy like second party tickets on
Okay.
StubHub.
Yeah, it's more expensive.
Yeah, and then like all the fees and everything. So
Yeah.
and then we bought concert tickets, airplane tickets, and now like in 2 months we have to get an Airbnb for like 3 nights.
Yeah.
So we're going for like 3 or 4 nights, but it was one of those things like, you know what? I work hard. I save up. I'm
Yeah.
going to spend all this money in 1 week. Like, what else am I going to do with it? So
Well,
I've always wanted to see a concert at Red Rocks.
Yeah.
So I figured this would be it.
Well, exactly. So whereas like most of the money I spend is already spoken for in the future, so I don't know how I'm replacing it once it's gone. Is the issue?
Yeah.
I don't know though. I don't know. Kelly was doing her taxes like this week, so I mean, that'll be money back, partially to go towards my taxes once we do them. So
Oh, do you owe money at the end of the year?
yeah, I was owed money. So with the 2 jobs.
Oh, right.
So it's pretty miserable. I mean, hopefully I make enough money that Trump likes me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a lot.
Yeah. I don't think I'm in that category.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Maybe one day
Probably not.
when you're a manager again.
Yeah.
You can be manager at Jefferson and you can be manager at Penn,
Yeah.
the 2 biggest hospitals in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But
One day I'll be a manager and make money. But I just
being a manager is terrible.
But I'm going to school for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's terrible.
Yeah, I think I'll do a good job. But anyway, CEO. Maybe I'll go for CEO. But anyway, so I just finished last night. I just finished my second actual class. So 5 classes down,
Yeah.
10 classes to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
I'm pretty excited about that. That
Yeah.
starts next week.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I got an 80 on my final. So that was
Sufficient.
yeah.
It's
It
fine.
was, I think, like 11 wrong or something. No,
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know?
It's really tough. I mean, because is your job paying for any of it?
Nope.
Yeah. See.
So here's why.
Yeah.
Because I'm non-exempt employee.
Yeah.
For tax reasons, you have to be a salary employee.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's I'm non-exempt, so they won't pay for graduate. And that's not just us. That's across the board.
Okay.
So companies don't pay for non-exempt employees to get their graduate degree, but salary employees they do. So that sucks.
So I know. So I'm not sure for a master's degree. I mean, I know at Penn and Jefferson, like they have programs where they do pay for degrees for non-exempt people, but I don't know if it's like associates and bachelor's degrees or I don't.
No, it just because of the Trump's tax laws.
Yeah.
It just passed.
Yeah,
it just
same
passed
thing.
like September.
Okay.
September or October. It just passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be graduate, bachelor's, and your graduate degree, your first graduate degree that, for tax reasons or whatever. But because the new tax laws, like now, I don't know why, but it doesn't make any sense. Now it's just salaried employees, not non-exempt.
Oh. Yeah, so we're talking about this on Friday night actually about about like going back to school and like the difference between like, I mean, Kelly could easily go back to school, like versus like Brittany would have a lot harder time. I mean, Kelly. I mean, I think, and like I don't know what this new rule is, but at least as far as I was understood in the past, like our where we work would have paid for at least part of the school, and then I think that's still true for Penn.
Well, she only has to go for. She doesn't have any college, right?
Right.
Yeah. So no, they would pay for it. Like
Yeah.
it's up to your bachelor's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, where we work would pay for part of it. I mean, even though we have kids and stuff, and we're pretty busy. I mean, it's all night stuff, and like the extra expenses. Like I mean, we could absorb. Like I mean, as much as I complain about money, like I make enough money for that. That we could figure it out together and like pay for all that. And it's like definitely worthwhile. Versus like if you're somebody like in Brittany's situation, I mean, she's just a single mom, like. She works 2 jobs, like doesn't have really any extra money for anything. Like the places she works aren't going to pay for her to go back to school. Like I mean that's like way harder. I don't know.
There's Pell Grants, which cover a lot of the costs for your first 8 semesters.
Yeah.
There's grants for single mothers. There's scholarships that you'd have to fill out, and then there's loans.
Yeah.
Which most people end up taking anyway. But I don't know Brittany's situation. I'm not saying this about her, but there are plenty of single moms that take care of their daughters.
No, there's ways to do it. It's just harder. Like,
yeah, I mean, like I do it. It takes up a lot of my time.
Yeah.
Like I work probably 48 hour average, like 48 hours a week.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's tough. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't have any kids, but I mean, you could do it. I mean, and once again, like in Kelly's position, and I don't mean Kelly in general, but like Kelly should go back to school because even with her experience, like someone who has experience but just has a bachelor's, they could have 10 years experience doing something, and like me having no experience in a certain field, just because I have my MBA, like an employer pretty much go like, well, that's what we want on our team.
Yeah.
Because like experience does mean a lot, but when you have an MBA, like a hiring manager go, well, it's our team. It's a small team, so we want the guy with the MBA.
Yeah. It
gives your team more credibility.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think what it does, like in her case, it doesn't even matter. I mean, I'm not sure, what degree exactly she would go for, but I mean, just having some sort of degree just proves that like, I don't know, it's sort of like to a hiring manager sort of proves that you're more serious, that
something silly like business administration.
Yeah,
like
that's it.
And then you go for your MBA. Like,
it doesn't even matter what it is, but like the level she's at now, I mean, a bachelor's degree make a big difference. She doesn't really ever have to get a master's degree.
A bachelor's, a BA in business administration,
Yeah.
a BA in BA.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, she can move up a couple levels from where she's at with that.
Right. Because you learn about accounting and finance and billing and scheduling and all stuff she knows.
Yeah.
But because she doesn't have that degree,
exactly.
They're not going to take her as serious. Like someone coming with a BA, which sounds silly. That's why I keep saying it.
Yeah.
And like they'll be like, well, you're hired. You're now Kelly's manager.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. And they might not. She might actually have to train them.
Yeah. Yeah, like it took her 10 years to get to the position she's in now, when she probably would have done it half the time if she had some sort of degree, because it was just more of a matter of, I mean, without the degree, like you really have to prove yourself more versus like, if you have some sort of degree, then it's like, oh, well, they're pretty good and like they have the right qualifications, so like we're going to hire them. Versus like without the degree, you have to like really like show off to somebody like higher up that like you really know what you're doing before you get in a position.
Well, you and I know that, and so do plenty of other people, that just because you have a degree doesn't know what you're talking about, because you don't really learn anything practical getting your degree.
Yeah.
And you need the experience, but the experience, like that degree, gives you a leg up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I mean, I know from hiring people in the past. I mean, when you're looking at you're looking at people's resumes, you don't know anything about them. So I mean, it's really just what's on the paper.
Right.
Like
have they complete? Can they complete something?
Yeah.
Can they complete a task?
Yeah. I mean that's all you know. So without that those basic qualifications on there, like you wouldn't even get looked at for most jobs. You know, you could be the greatest employee ever, but you're never even going to get your foot in the door. And especially depends how busy the person is. Like for me, when I was hiring, I was also, you know, full-time clinician. So I mean, I didn't have time to interview 10 people for a job. Like I mean, interview, get the best 3 or 4 people, and that's all I had time to even interview. So I mean, so a lot of people weren't even getting anything.
Yeah. Like the last interview I went on, the guy's like, put your GPA on there because it helps.
Mm-hmm.
And like he explained to me, like, you have a degree, but to which degree did you complete it? And I was like, well, my GPA was when I graduated 3.55. He's like, well, that's good. Like, it's a better, like you did better. You completed that task to a better efficiency than someone with like a 2.8.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah. I saw the Lego movie this weekend.
How was that? The Lego 2?
Yeah.
In theaters or?
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be really funny from the trailer, but that was all the really funny parts.
Yeah.
It was like I think it was a really good kids movie, which isn't impressive because I feel like
the Lego 1 was just a really good movie.
Yeah, no, I feel like it was a really good kids movie, and so I always have to have the caveat that I was pretty tired when we saw the movie. So I think that really impacts my enjoyment of a movie. Like if I fell asleep at all, I think it gives me, which I mean, obviously it isn't the most compelling movie I fell asleep, but I feel like there's some movies where like I'm just really tired when I watch them, and then if I fall asleep a time or two, that I think the movie was worse than it was just because like I was tired. So I think there's some bias there, but I felt like it was just too like all over the place, like kinetic, like sort of like just joke to joke, the flashy thing. Like it was definitely not for someone with any attention span whatsoever. So there wasn't a lot of like, I don't know, like it was very like young comedy, I would say. So Sam really liked it, and I guess ultimately it's a kids movie, but I feel like most kids movies nowadays are more than that. Like they're entertainment for all ages. That's what I expect from this movie. The ending of it was like nice. Like probably the funniest part was like the dad who you never see on screen, but he's very realistic because like at one point, because I only saw part of the first Lego movie, so I think it was the same, but it's like the Lego story and then there's like the real people story too. Was that the same as the first one?
Yeah, Will Ferrell's the dad.
Yeah. So it was like the scenes where they would cut back to like the real family, like the dad wasn't in it all, but he would yell stuff. So like at one point the mom's yelling at the kids and the dad yells at the steps like, yeah, whatever your mom said. And then like at the end there's the very touching conclusion moment and the mom's like looking at the kids like, oh, and then the dad yells, honey, where are my pants? it's like that's very realistic.
Yeah.
So, that was honestly the funniest part of the movie.
When I watched the movie, did you see the preview for the movie? Like it came out in 2017 called The Foreigner with Jackie Chan. It's like he's
sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's a Jackie Chan film. Like he does some of that stuff, but like it's more of a IRA, like Pierce Brosnan, like covering. He's like it's more of a drama than a typical Jackie Chan thing. It's really good. I saw it late at night, so I kept falling asleep. Yeah. And I remember being a good movie, so I go, Ray, like I've been asking her, like, watch it. Can you watch it with me? And she's like, well, it's a Jackie Chan movie. I'm like, no, it's he's in it, but it's not like your typical Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah.
And so I watched it, and I was wide awake the entire. I was like, oh, she's like, oh, what's that? And I go, I don't know. I'm seeing some of these parts for the first time. Yeah. And she's like, are you asleep? Because I was like real quiet, but like I was just watching this movie. It was a really good movie.
See, they had me actually with Lego Batman because we watched that at home, and I fell asleep a couple times like late at night, and I remember thinking like, oh, the movie was just okay, and then Kelly pointed out like, oh, you were laughing the whole time. I was like, oh, I was. I think it actually was a better movie than I remember. I think I was just really tired. But the parts I remember, I was laughing the whole time. That was a really funny movie. Even like adult funny. But no, you know, I honestly think the Lego Movie was hurt partially by being so DC centric too, because like I don't really like those characters. Except for like Aquaman was like pretty funny. I don't know. I'm really excited for Captain Marvel to come out because I'm hoping like Allie really gets into it. It's like a girl superhero. I feel like she's like pretty into Aquaman though too. Like we saw that a few weeks ago. And I feel like anytime we see Aquaman toys, she's like, oh, it's Aquaman, and it's like, oh, this is brother.
Well, some people just think he's a hunk.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But that was the other thing with the Jurassic Park movie. So we watched it Friday night, and then when Sam woke up Friday morning, he was like, "Hey, can we watch Jurassic Park?" So then we laid in bed and watched the entire Jurassic Park movie a second time. Until Brittany, who was like awake by then, it was like maybe 11 in the morning, was like texting us like, "Hey, is that store down the street open? I'm gonna get breakfast." And I was like, "I guess I'll get up and make breakfast." But we watched the whole Jurassic Park movie again, and then me and Sam went to Target, and they had the old Jurassic Park toys. So we're in the aisle, and there's like the Velociraptor, Blue, and the Velociraptors, different dinosaurs, and then Sam's looking just like, oh, Sam's looking just like, oh. It's Alan Grant, and I was like, oh yeah, it's Alan Grant. It's like, oh, and then just kept saying Alan Grant. It's like, oh, I want to get Alan Grant. And I'm like, okay. So then, like the whole rest of the day, he's just looking for his Alan Grant all day. He's like, oh, where's Alan Grant? Oh, guys, it's Alan Grant. So, so he basically talked about Alan Grant all weekend. So that was pretty cool because it's a pretty old movie, and he is the better protagonist out of the two franchises. But,
more realistic.
Yeah. Versus like fucking the fat guy from Parks and Rec. I don't know.
Yeah. So this Thursday's my dad's birthday. Right. So I was gonna go out to dinner Thursday.
Oh, you were saying you have a class, right?
Yeah, I have a seminar, which is obviously the better thing to do is go to the seminar and like learn some shit before like the class opens up. So Wednesday night we're going to Dante and Luigi's 10th Street in South Philly.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I'll post this after the birthday so none of our rabid fans come in. So Thursday night is Delaware, and so at 8 o'clock at night, like I didn't want to drive home after working all day and then like drive home at 8 o'clock at night. So what I'm doing is I rented a hotel room.
Yeah.
Well, motel room. Well, Red Roof Inn. I don't know what that's under.
Yeah.
For like $58.
Yeah.
So I'll stay down there for the night because I took off Friday anyway because I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Like I took off before I even found out about the seminar. Like I took off Friday because like a vacation day. So I'm gonna take off Friday.
Just going to Delaware. Gonna tell them all the seminar hoes.
Yeah. Seminar host. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. Like, just stay down there, get breakfast.
That's cool. Home. That'll be pretty fun. Yeah.
Then we're going to Rehoboth, the Dogfish Head Brewery Restaurant, Tavern or whatever. So we're going to that. We're going to take the Cape May Ferry over there.
That's cool.
That's
pretty fun.
Yeah, we're going to go to Wildwood.
Yeah.
Stay at her parents' house in Wildwood, and then we're going to take the Cape May Ferry over to Delaware, Rehoboth, like go in the car.
Yeah.
Take the car on the boat, and then like hang out on the ferry, and then like drive around Delaware, and then drive back, take the Cape May Ferry back.
That's cool. Yeah, this Friday Kelly is going, she's doing something bridesmaid shopping with her sister. Like after work, and I was like, "Oh, you gonna take Allie with you?" And then she's like, "I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna take Allie." And I was like, "Well, it's kind of my like. I figure I had like a whole free Friday night, so I mean, I guess I could take Allie, but I'm gonna be like, Allie, how do you feel about hookers?" Yeah. So I don't know, but yeah. So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. But then I'm working Saturday for the first it's like the first inpatient shift I've worked in like 2 months, so I feel like I'm gonna feel pretty miserable going there. I don't know, like when you're in a pattern it's fine, but like I haven't been there for so long. But whatever.
So they need you?
Yeah, finally. I don't know. Yeah, I have shifts now for a couple months, so good again. But
yeah. So you got shifts for a couple months and
yeah,
yeah.
as far as the schedule's out at the moment.
Question for you.
Yeah.
So how would you guys like
Mm.
a weekly truck update?
I think people will like that.
Yeah. So well, I probably won't get. They're probably next Monday. I won't work on it at all. So there probably won't be an update.
We should have it here. You should do it on Instagram too, because I feel like I feel like there might be an audience that gets invested in that.
Right. The truck rebuild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I was thinking starting a third Instagram.
Yeah.
Just for the truck.
Now, I mean, my Instagram sometimes are censored, so there's some censorship. Some holy cost of censorship going on.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a real issue.
It's not an issue. I told you I was gonna delete it.
Yeah, censorship.
Yeah.
People are very upset. I got a lot of DMs about it.
No, you didn't.
I got a lot.
Show me one.
I answered them back and I deleted them.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
You know, I can look at the messages myself, right?
I didn't want you to see them. I figured.
Okay.
I know what people were talking all this shit about. Just
Well, I don't want to look. I don't want to look at an Instagram, which I'm half owner of,
Yeah.
and be annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch it. It would just be my face if you didn't watch
yeah.
it.
Nah, I watch everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about doing a weekly truck update.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's then one day maybe we can I'll bring all the stuff and I get like a little generator in the back and we'll do the podcast from the truck.
I like it.
Yeah.
You talking about our second channel, Angel Hair Costa?
No, it's gonna be Holy Costa. So that should be fun. So I'm gonna enjoy working on that. 2 hours a week for the next 108 weeks.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's probably enough to finish it. You could maybe finish it in a year, doing like just a little bit on Sundays. I mean, I think that's the thing with anything, right? Is that the time really adds up. You know, I mean, well, I mean, I guess, I feel like I'm going to the gym a lot. That's one example. You know, if you just go for 3 hours a week and you do it every week for a year or two, you look a lot different by the end of it.
Right.
You know, it doesn't have to dominate your whole life. You know, same thing with that. You know, I was thinking with work, like how I'm really behind all the time. If I just took, so
If you don't leave exactly at 4:30.
Oh, I never leave at 4:30, but I was thinking on top of what I'm already doing at work, so there's like, I mean, this falls into a lot of different buckets, but like there's this little number at the bottom of the screen that has like the total number of things in your inbox, and that's like results and calls and other messages and notes you have to write and like messages other people have sent you, like it's everything, and I've been hovering around between like 250 and 400 things for months, and it used to be way worse than that, but it's been hovering around that for like months, and like I can sometimes knock it way down like in the 200s, and then like I'm busy for a couple days, it's back up in the 400s. But I was thinking about it, I mean, a lot of that obviously is backload. Like it's not, if I could get rid of that baseline couple hundred things, then I would hover around like 0 to 100 things, which sounds a lot more manageable and get you and doesn't miss any older stuff. So I was thinking about that. I was like, if I just every night took like 20 minutes before I go to bed and did like 10 things, then within 1 to 2 months, I could be caught up, on top of like whatever it is I'm doing. But it's just so hard to do it every night.
Right.
It's like so hard to doing this stuff consistently.
You know why? Because the couch is super comfortable.
Yeah. There's so much porn out there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean that, but yeah. I'm not a big porn fiend like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I watch my porn 6 a.m. on Sundays before I do schoolwork.
You've got a lot of stuff going on Sundays.
Yeah.
You got your porn, you got your school, you got your dedicated porn time, your schoolwork
dedicated
time.
porn work, coffee work, vacuum. I go to the gym at around 11, 12.
Yeah.
And then I come back, finish up my schoolwork. Now I'm going to be working. Well, it's summer too, so I'll have more nighttime hours. Too.
Yeah.
Which, I mean...
You can have a whole second porn time in the afternoon.
Nah, people will hear the whole time, so it's alright.
At least you have it planned.
Yeah. You always need a plan. You got to schedule it out. So
Yeah.
I could probably even squeeze in some Saturday work days.
Yeah. Saturday porn.
No. I meant like truck work days.
I guess
Yeah.
so. Yeah. I mean, you gotta prioritize though.
Yeah. But the grinder's so loud, so I don't want to bug the neighbors. But then I'm like, fuck the neighbors.
Yeah.
You know, so.
That's all I've talked about.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in for this week's Whole Wheat Costa. Hope you enjoyed listening. For Kevin, I'm Jay. Have a good night. Oh, hold on.